Hello. Hi. We're here. We're playing Shadowrun. We are missing one Konami. He had some stuff come up, but that is okay. We're going to still go ahead and rock without him. We'll go ahead and introduce our players that are here, a little bit about their character, and then we'll go ahead and see what they've been doing for the 3 weeks since they finished their last run and prepare for their next run. So we'll go ahead and bring the players on and see what they've been up to.
Yeah, that was my problem when I first joined. Oh, hey.
We're here. We're playing the video game, guys. Except it's not a video game. It is a game done via video, though. So, last time, you guys finished a run. You guys did it pretty spectacularly. Spectacularly. That's the word. And by finish run, you mean that Red Ronin took out the guy that you guys were hunting down while you guys were fending yourselves and getting a new ally with Frost.
Hey.
We'll go ahead and introduce your guys' characters and then go over a little bit of what you guys did in the 3 weeks between last session and this session, quote, quote. And then we'll go ahead and get started right in on the run portion. You know, for some reason I think it was like, oh, you know, Ian's gone. We're missing the face, but I forget JJ's the face. He's the face here. And we'll start with Mason Reese.
Hey, my name is Mason Reese. I'm the smooth-talking, old-fashioned gunslinger who mostly just tries to talk his way out of it and gunslings if he absolutely has to. He's not really the leader, but he tends to, you know, make final choices out of practical reasons. But, yeah, I just try to live a life in the shadows because normal day-to-day life is not up my alley. Not it for me.
Next up, we'll have Karma.
Hey everybody, my name's Karma. I bring the good vibes to the group. They usually bring me along because I'm the only mage, but I like to think of myself as keeping everyone on planet Earth, keeping everyone's vibes close together and loving. I try to keep everyone from hurting other individuals and whatnot, but sometimes it's unavoidable. I try to do my best to stay out of the fight, but sometimes it doesn't work out.
That checks out. And last but not least, we have the Frost.
My name is Frost. I am I'm an elf technomancer. New to shadowrunning in general. Over these past 3 weeks, Frost has just been mentally preparing himself. He's been training up someone else to run his side business, the Seattle Night Flight. And then also been trying to familiarize himself more with some guns. He goes to the shooting range, and then he has a little bit of a blister on some of his fingers from not holding the gun quite properly. But he's learning, he's trying. He's super excited to get going.
All right, we're gonna mix it up a little bit. Karma, you just finished the run. Everyone's sort of going their separate ways. What do you do in the 3 weeks of downtime?
Well, we actually killed a couple people. And, I've been feeling real down about it. So, first thing I do is I start volunteering. I clean up the streets, I join a couple soup kitchens, and I just start distributing free hours of my life to help the lesser, the poorer people.
The less fortunate.
The less fortunate, yeah. Anyway.
The less moneyed people.
So do that for about a week. And I need to go talk to, after that, I feel a little bit more comfortable. I can finally sleep without having nightmares. I call up my housemonger and try to get some spell formulas.
They'll reach. Hey, what's up?
Hey Jay, it's Karma here. I know it's been a minute since we talked, but I was hoping you had a couple formulas on hand that I could maybe learn some new spells.
Maybe possible. Which ones you looking for?
Looking for this health spell called Decrease Attribute, and an illusion spell for Physical Mask.
It should be pretty easy to come by. What's your connection and loyalty with Jay?
4 and 4.
Go ahead and roll your charisma plus loyalty for me.
Just realized I didn't have any of my dice out except for my pre-counted pools.
Solid.
Yeah. All intentional. Toss the dice out on my table.
No big deal.
Yeah, 6.
6? Hold on 1 second, chat. Hey, we did it. All right. Easy enough. They do have both formulas.
Voice.
You coming to pick them up today, or?
I'm already headed your way, brother. What do I owe you?
We can talk payment once you pop your head in here.
Sounds good. Want me to bring you to that good times?
I'm good right now, brother. Thanks, though.
Alright, be there in GM time.
What page are those on, Donnie?
What's the spells?
What is there formula costs for those? Do you know?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, there are.
Okay.
I got it pulled up here. It's on the magical goods table if you want to look in the back, but...
Yeah, what page is that?
I don't know what page.
Okay. You get there... the back. You get there pretty quickly. It's not too far of a drive from where you guys... from where you were volunteering at. There's a couple of people inside. Just sort of looking around at different foci, and a couple of other bottled spells and potions and whatnot. And you do see there are a couple of scrolls that are inside of scroll cases. Yes. You're here for an illusion spell and a health spell. Yes, okay.
Trying to find the table, but it's
I found it.
500 for health. Okay.
Yeah.
1,000 for illusion.
I can get you that for a solid 2,000.
Anything for
finder's
you,
fee and all.
Hey, you got it. I trust you, man.
All right.
How's business been?
It's not too bad. It's not too bad, brother. Sold a really good power foci earlier. Netted me about upwards of 60,000 million. So rent's paid.
Oh yeah, that's my dream, man. I'll be here for hopefully soon.
That's what
This gig keeps up.
That's what I like to hear. You do see. Roll a perception for me real quick. I know that's a really good skill for you.
Oh yeah, it's the. Ooh. Yeah, that's a 0.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool. Do you need any reagents or any lodge materials, anything like that?
Actually, you just reminded me. IRL. I was gonna stock up on my reagents.
Yeah, how much you looking to buy for?
You know, I've got a handful now, but I don't want to run out when I need it. So maybe like 10.
Yeah, I can get you that
Carcass
for.
here, a feather there.
Yeah, let's see. Per dram, that'll get to 650.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
That should keep me stocked for a little while.
Perfect. Well, if you need anything, let me know. I can. I may actually have something in your wheelhouse that's coming down the pipeline that one of my people reached out to me about. So I'll keep it posted though.
All right. Hey, Frosty.
Speaking of saying Frosty, Frost,
Hey.
anything you'd like to do in your 3 weeks of downtime?
Oh yeah, like I said, the first couple weeks was just training up Egwin, this new decker that I'm trying to show him the systems of my Seattle night flight time. Show him the course, let him know, hey, this is the rigger interface. Get all that trained up. Yeah, and try to get some more workout with the guns. Maybe test my skills out with a few soy calf machines. Try to bust in, get a couple free drinks just to keep the skills sharp. And then as it's wrapping up, make sure I go to my virtual nightclub and we have a hell of a good night. Maybe even slip in a BTL chip just for good measure.
Good for good measure, right? As all BTL users think. Last but not least, Mason.
Mason is happy that Hardwire kind of moved his way into his cellar, and to be honest, after getting over his grief and missing his family, he really misses having a ton of people at the farm. So he's gonna convince Kyrie to move her ass down here because it's much safer. And he's going to invest into the house. He's going to put some more plumbing downstairs for Hardwire and Kyrie to have like a more official workspace. He's going to put a little room down there for Hardwire to actually like make a house, like his own like place. He's going to set up Kyrie upstairs, and he's also going to work with Hardwire in turning the barn into more of like a garage setup for his drones and van to work in. I'm not going to let him pay for anything. Like, I'm going to invest. You just let me know how much it's going to cost. Invest in making, like, a nice, like, with a lift and everything, with the plumbing. I want to get, like, a whole setup for Kyrie in her own office down in the cellar, set up her own room. And then I also want to work with Hardwire to really fortify the house. Make sure it's, like really, really technology and, like, standard button down the hatches if anybody tries to break in. Like, we got, like, good security with his technology and stuff like that, and I'll just let him know how much it costs. Just tell me how much it costs, and I'll pay for it. And then I'll even get a nice little futon, a little mini fridge stacked with burritos for whenever Karma comes and visits Hardwire. Let him know that this is a safe place for him to stay too, because in all reality, Mason just really misses this house bustling with a lot of people, and he just wants all of his friends there.
What lifestyle is that house currently at?
It is. It's low. It has no mortgage. I don't even really pay taxes on the land because it's like basically in the Barrens. Like it's a. That's fair. Like keeping up with, because I definitely pay to get some good matrix connection out there.
As well as making sure that all the upgrades to the garages and stuff like that, it'd be just 5,000 a month instead of 2.
Okay. Do you want some upfront costs for all these upgrades? Because I probably spent a lot on like modifying the house.
Hold on 1 second.
Hey, so did you just invite me to live with you? Because that's what Karma heard.
You can. I can add a room upstairs. I don't think the cellar will have enough room for an office and a living space. And then another living space, but I could probably build like another like pole barn off the back of the house. Because Mason,
I just need like a good like maybe 10 by 10 room, you know.
All right.
because Mason, he grew up in a farm that was filled with people like around the clock, like farm hands and stuff. And after tragedy sparked, and now the house is empty, he's kind of getting over it. He misses it. So if you like showed the interest, Mason you'll probably show up next week, and there'll be like an offshoot off the house where I'm like, this is yours.
It's gonna pay my rent, but maybe I'll just not.
Speaking of rent, the quote-unquote upfront cost, rent is due. It is the beginning of the month. So go ahead and subtract your lifestyle from...
Okay. I definitely think you should charge me a couple tens of thousands for all the upgrades. Because I plan on making this place real nice.
Let me go ahead and roll some stuff here.
Alright. Also, go ahead and
charisma
add...
plus influence for me.
Okay. Go ahead and add I'm basically adding on like a whole pole barn extra aspect, full living quarters for Karma, because as soon as he's like, you want me to live with you? I'm just gonna be like, yes, here you go,
Please.
and build it.
You know, it might even be. Karma doesn't even need a room. You can just live outside. You can set up a good old tent in the backyard.
Mason's old. You can do that until my. Huh?
It is the Barons, after all.
Yeah, I was like, Mason will allow it until I finish your like room, but he's old fashioned. He's not letting you stay out there.
I'm looking up the lifestyles right now. I might decrease my lifestyle from low to like
Squatter.
super low.
Josh, well, I'm pretty much not even gonna charge you for rent.
Well, lifestyle includes other things like
Yeah, it's like spending money for like food and stuff when you're out and about.
Yeah. If you came and lived with me, it would probably be considered low because I wouldn't ask for rent. Like, you would just give it to me whenever you want to, and I would never tell you a price.
low is what I've got right now for an apartment.
Yeah.
But I mean, then again, it's probably like a one-room apartment.
I'm thinking like squatter.
Yeah.
Hey, that's where I'm at.
Yeah, you could do that. Like, you could consider yourself a squatter in my place. Josh, you said influence plus charisma?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Do you want successes?
Yep, tell me how many successes you got.
I got 3.
Okay. Yeah, it's going to be roughly about 35,000
Fair.
on top of it. But yeah, it is now considered a middle lifestyle.
I
After,
don't really... Go ahead.
if you were to like add on one more room to that house, beyond Karma's room, it would probably be very close to a high lifestyle.
I mean, it would basically just be like a large, like, old-fashioned barn house.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, he's willing to go up there if that means he could have basically a whole family living there again.
Yep.
God damn it, does he miss it?
Yeah.
I feel like Karma fills in the role of like brother-in-law or something.
Right.
No offense.
Frost
Wait,
is
did you
also
say-
going to
Did
make
you
a
say
payment
35,000?
Yes.
to
35,000.
Horizon.
What was that, Matt? I'm sorry.
Frost is also, now it's the first of the month, is going to make a payment to Horizon to on some of the interest.
Not Wifinity.
Yeah. Hey, Laura.
Josh, now I have 15,949.
You have 15?
Yes.
Like left?
No.
Total.
I don't know if I just forgot a zero somewhere, if I'm expected to have more.
No, I think that's about right. For what you want to do,
Yeah.
it'd be roughly about 35,000. You could start on it. You could start that process.
You could also meta game call Karma up. You know, he's a giving individual.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask you for money. If anything, I'll ask you for like help working on it.
You need a plan to transport anything in. I gotcha.
I don't think I'm getting anything that like maybe the van can't handle.
Yeah, no, it'd just be a lot of lumber and stuff like that. But if you want, we can go ahead and say you have the Matrix connection set up and the garage completed, and that will cost you 15.
There. Just say I have no money.
Yeah, pretty much.
0 there, and then so Karma, if you would like to stay at my house, you're going to be sleeping on the couch for a little bit.
Sounds great, man. You know, it should save us on gas.
Also, Karma, I believe you have some rolls to learn some spells here.
Yeah.
Now that you have these foci.
Well, first,
No, fuck it.
if I'm moving in, all right, let's assume how many days I got left. Because let's say this is after.
If you're just moving in, we'll say that this is you get like a call after on your way back to your current place from the Talismonger. So you have about a week, or you're about a week in. So you have 2 weeks left.
Right. So am I still at my apartment, or am I? Because I have a magical lodge at my apartment. If I'm not at my apartment.
You are. That's currently up to you. Right now, that you get a call saying, "Hey, you are more than welcome to move in if you would like." So you can go move. You could keep your apartment and keep it as your lodge if you want, and still move there and keep your lodge up.
I think rent's pretty much due, so I'm not even gonna ask for permission. I'm gonna show up on Mason's property with all my belongings.
Okay.
I heard you talking about you had all this land. Do you mind if I crash here for a bit?
Dude, I would love it if you crashed here.
That sounds
Sorry, chat.
great. It'll just be for a little while until I figure out a plan.
Sorry, Chad. It's gonna be allowed for a little bit.
Actually, I think before this I need to break down my magical lodge.
Yeah,
also,
I think you have to break down and then re-put up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
takes a day.
I think the only rule we'll have is just nobody upstairs, because that's where Kyrie in my bedroom is.
How much land do you? I thought you had a ton of land in the Barrens.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I know what my land was. It's now just mostly barren. Nobody gives a fuck about my land.
Right.
It's pretty much just, if you get in scope shot of my house,
That is.
I might just take a shot.
Yeah, so it would take about 2 days to break down and put your lodge back up.
Okay. Yeah. It's just a level 1. So I break my stuff down. I show up at Mason's. We have our conversation. He's got plenty of land. I just go out in the outskirts. I just start setting up. Got a little, not necessarily
There's like a whole hay area that used to be above the barn that we're not using. You could just
That's perfect.
All right, you go ahead and set up your lodge. So you're now at least the upper half of the lodge or of the barn is considered a Force 1 barrier as well.
'Cause I think you get the reagents back when you break it down. So you can just use
I
those
believe
same
so.
reagents.
Yeah, you get your lodge.
to-
It's not reagents; it's lodge supplies, isn't it?
Basically the same thing. They cost the same.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. Lodge materials is Force times 500.
Yeah, it's
Either
Force
way.
times 500, and then each individual dram is only 50 Nuyen forward.
500.
Oh, there must have been an update in the book, because according to the book, each dram is only 50 Nuyen.
Oh.
So it's very possible there was an update, but each
When
dram
you-
is 50. for reagents.
It's 500. When you said earlier 2650, at first I was like, that's half price. Must be my loyalty. um, either way.
Either way, you get those back and you can reuse them again for a Force 1
Yeah.
Lodge.
Yeah, which is perfectly fine. And then I start learning.
Go ahead and roll those checks, my guy.
Yep, I'm learning by myself. Let me pull up that reference. It will be, there's a test, sorcery, intuition, 12 divided by the number of hits I get on that. Per test, so.
Okay.
Yeah. Feel free to move on while I roll this.
All right. Everyone has their stuff set up, taken care of. After you get after the 3 weeks, Jay finally does reach out to you. Hey, I need a favor. If you have the time to do so.
I got plenty of time, brother. What do you need?
I'll have I'll send the information to your fixer, if you don't mind me just going through them. I'd like to keep my name out of it.
Oh, this is some of that legit work then.
Yes.
All right, man. Whatever you're comfortable with.
Yep. All right, I'll reach out. He'll reach out shortly with all the details, and I can meet you at. If you want to bring whoever your running crew to the store at 10 p.m. tonight after we close down, then I can discuss sort of the more details if you guys are interested in it.
Sounds good. I got a few names on hand.
All right, perfect. I'll see you then. Seems weird. You could definitely tell she's not been like a Johnson before, because she said, "Hey, I'll have your fixer reach out," but pretty much told you like everything that your fixer would have told you, like the meet and the time. But your fixer does reach out and said there is a Johnson who is interested to speak with you at Jay's store. And seems to be a little bit more of a complicated run than you've probably ran before, at least with this group of individuals. He does give you... What's your loyalty with your fixer?
Fixer is... Oh, there it is. 5.
5. He does tell you it is corp related.
Okay. Seems a little weird for Jay to be making the connections for a corporate job. I rolled those learning tests and I got 4 on both of them, so 12 days divided by 4 is 3 days each.
With plenty of time to help Mason around the house. Get stuff set up. You reach out to the rest of the group, I'm assuming?
Yep. Already at Jay's. Am I calling? Let's see, I guess I'll call. Shoot, who's left? We got Frost, we got. I nearly forgot everyone's name. Konami.
Mm-hmm.
And Mason, yeah. I'll even hit up, let's see. Hardwire.
Okay.
Keep him in the loop
Good call.
as I try my best to create a group in a mess.
You take your what abilities you have in computers and are able to go ahead and reach out to everyone.
I mean, technically, me and Hardwire, you could just fucking come to our rooms. Just be like, hey!
But you are able to go ahead and get everyone...
2007?
Right.
As far as Karma's concerned.
Right. It has been for the last 70 years. You're able to get everyone to meet up outside of this small shop. Single story, probably like a solid like 8x8 front room that has different jars that are filled with teeth, scales, webbing, sort of everything you would assume to be inside of a taller Smallinger's. You do see there is some larger sticks that you would know Karma would be used for lodge setting up, as well as some scrolls that are inside of a case, as well as some glass vials. All the lights are currently off besides a single small light inside.
Is this the same shop I was at before?
Yeah, this is the exact same place you were at earlier.
As soon as I walk in, I just go over to Jeremiah Freud, just give him a little skin, give him a little hug. Hey man, this is my crew.
Perfect.
Mason, we got Frost.
Hey.
Not too sure about Frost, but he seems
How
like
you
a cool chick.
I'm doing alright.
All right, well, and they head to the door, lock it, and turn off the open sign, and they. So I have a favor. I need you to get some supplies for me.
What kind of supplies we talking about?
Stuff that would fill the store. It just looks like it's not coming through. Whether or not they quote unquote lost it, which is what they're saying, but I think they're taking some off the top.
It's not too good with the price of these things.
That's what I'm saying, man. I don't have a lot of money that I can fork out for it, but I can do some stuff. I can give you a discount here. I can owe you a favor, and I do have some funds put away for it. But I mean, realistically, all I can fork over is 10,000 apiece.
That sounds good to me, man. Your friendship is all I count on. You know, maybe I'll pull in a favor later, but you don't have to ask too much from me.
Underneath his breath, Frost is like, fucking 10,000 a piece? Oh.
I look over at Mason. What do you think, chum?
I mean, if you vouch for him, and 10,000 ain't bad. What kind of what guys are we looking at, really? Like, doing the favor, not a big deal, you know, paying us to do a job. It's been a while, but at the same time, I also don't want to be getting over our heads and we don't realize it.
Go ahead and roll influence plus charisma. And you get a point of edge because they are friendly. And they are within smelling distance, so you could add your rating of your yeah.
Gotta roll 2 more dice.
You need like one of those mini Disney World fans that just like, you know, emanates your smell a little bit further out.
I have 6 successes then.
They get a little. You see them sort of sink back a little bit. I mean, it is. I guess this is a corporate run. I'm not sure if you guys have done this in in the past or not, but it is definitely a corporate run, and I believe it's As Technology that we're getting it from. Maybe it's Evo. I can't remember. My great grandfather set up this deal with them a long time ago, and it just came with the business. So I know it's one of those companies. I just don't know which one, unfortunately.
Like the actual company or like a delivery service?
Like a
What do you think
AAA
it's-
company.
So you think it's them screwing you over, not whoever's delivering the stuff?
I mean, it's possible, but I feel like if it was a delivery, the AAA company would deal with it.
What kind of goods do you usually get from these folks?
It's usually where I get the formulae from, as well as the foci.
Nothing
Some
specific, just your
Not really.
typical stuff. Cool.
So forgive me, but what are we doing? You're just wanting to find this missing stuff that you're owed, or looking for information on why you're getting pushed out?
I mean, information goes a long way in the sixth world, but realistically, if I could just get my stuff that I'm owed, that'd be all I'm really worried about.
What is As Technology telling you about your product?
It's delivered in full. This person is signed off and it's delivered. But I mean, it's very small stuff. But I just now starting to realize like some shipment are short like 6 or 7 teeth, or some ink is missing, or a scroll is missing.
Do you have like packing slips, or some type of
Invoice.
order we could something we could reference? Dig
Yeah,
into?
I have some on my comm link whenever they send them over. I could send that to you guys if you would like, if you think it would be helpful.
Well, you never know. Information is valuable in the sixth world.
She sort of smirks. Yes, it is.
When is your next delivery?
Next delivery is 3 days. 3 days from now.
Do you have an address on where to ship it from?
Yeah, it comes from the headquarters. Well, it doesn't say which actually, she sort of scrolls through. Here's the address. Hold on 1 second for me. I have to pull something up.
Take notes.
Anytime he shows me something, I'm instantly just gonna like motion over to Frostbite, as in like, get that from him, get the information. Because I mean, you're gonna be the one like actually like searching like on the Matrix and whatnot.
Mm.
And if he gives me an address, I'm just gonna be like, I don't know what there is.
Right now, Karma's just thinking, yeah, I guess we just got to go to that headquarters and figure out what's going on.
You just walk at the front door and be like, "Hey guys, what's up?"
Here's my invoice number. Where's my stuff?
Does anyone have any corporate knowledge?
At magical societies.
Corporate personalities.
Not quite, unfortunately, for either one of those.
I mean, RP, I would have Aztec military information, but I didn't, not too much.
Okay. Yeah, they do go ahead and give you the address. Let's see if it actually has it.
Have you filed a complaint to Aztec? Have you informed them of your problem?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just a small town talismonger. We're not gonna see that stuff back. I mean, I probably realistically have a better chance of stealing it off one of their trucks than I do going and getting it back from the actual source themselves.
Do you just want to do you just want us to find out what happened to your stuff, or do you want us to try our best to bring some of it back?
Like I said, any information is good, and I'm more than happy to take it so I know what to better look for. But realistically, I'm looking for the stuff back.
If we can prove it's being stolen, we can turn them into Aztec. Aztec will take care of it, and they might actually refund him all the stuff.
It's possible.
Unless it's Aztec. Shorten him.
And
I can't imagine.
he does speak up. I just want to confirm. I don't know if it's Aztec. It could be Aztec or Evo Corp. I'm not sure which corporation it is. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Sounds like an Aztec thing.
Either way, I can't imagine a big company is going to be short selling a small company like this and it actually making a difference. I'm assuming it's probably somebody on the front lines of this delivery service stealing things on the back end to try to, make an extra buck, is what I'm assuming. And if that is the case, we can communicate with the big company about it, and we can provide them with evidence, like, look, this is what your people are doing, and they'll be like, we'll take care of it.
And maybe if this distributor goes to this talismonger, maybe he goes to other talismongers. Maybe we can get some other anecdotes from some competitors.
Yeah, maybe they're also getting things stolen from them too.
Are there any talismongers nearby that maybe might have a similar issue?
I mean, it's possible. The only other... did you have a specific place where your talismonger was?
Not necessarily, just Seattle. Probably in the markets, whatever exists there. Nothing high end.
I mean, not in any sort of near area. I know there's quite a few in like Bellevue and stuff like that. But I mean, over here in Auburn, it's a little out of reach.
Can I see your receipt, proof of purchase?
Yeah. He'll go ahead and pull it up on the phone.
I'm just gonna look at Frost and be like, "Where's it buy from?"
I'll do a Google search.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a matrix search for that. I believe it's computers plus logic.
Matrix search, electronics plus intuition.
I was way off.
I knew it started with an S though. Electronics plus intuition, which
Does it really take a lot of logic to search something?
Nope, it takes more intuition.
Strength and reaction.
Exactly.
1, 2, 3. 3.
Yeah, you look up the address, which is, it's on the corner of East Broadway and East Harrison Street, which you would know would be the Aztechnology Arcology, which is just a giant pyramid that sits on the corner.
Looks like this is Aztec Boys on the corner of East Broadway. You guys ever notice a giant pyramid at the corner of East Broadway?
Pyramids everywhere if you just look for it, man.
It's weird.
$1 bill.
Yeah, I've seen it a couple times.
I guess that's where at least the material is coming from. On the invoice, does it say anything about I guess can I ask, or I guess Josh, question: am I able to search a comm link to see like previous interactions to see if I can check what his last transaction was for this delivery and see if there's an icon or something for a delivery service that might tell me who actually handles the freight of this stuff?
Yeah, I mean it is signed, but it looks like it's a Jonathan Bart that signed for it, saying it was delivered.
All right, gotcha. But from what I can see, it looks like Aztec deliver this themselves. It wasn't like there's no FedEx or UPS
Right.
type tracking number or pro number.
Yep.
Alrighty. Jonathan Bart. And then Mrs. J or Miss J. Is this the same person that delivers this on for all your shipments, or is it random or different? Whoever's working at the time.
I think it's whoever's working at the time. This is the first time I've seen this individual.
Okay. All right. Oh, that's all I got. Yeah, it looks like it was signed for by Jonathan Bart. So we might have to check out something in the area.
Please do. Like I
Jeremiah.
said, I can give you guys the cash once the job is done, and Karma, any favor you have, I'll definitely make sure to follow up on it.
All right. Yeah, we might be reaching back out if we need some more information.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sounds good. I might be calling you about that folk guy I was talking about earlier.
I figured you would.
All right. Peace and love, brother.
I'll just step outside.
Yep, I will follow.
You guys see
a few jars on my way out.
Konami gets visually awkward when he realizes it's another run against Az Technology. But doesn't really say a whole lot. You can definitely just tell by the way he is, though. He's just sort of dealing with it internally.
How are we going to prove someone's stealing things? Because I highly doubt it's Aztec. Because if it's Aztec, we got a whole other problems. We're just going to have to get in there and get this guy's shit. Steal it. But
I don't know. Yeah, I was thinking, we might be able to take video recordings of someone splitting the goods, but I don't even know where we would start to figure out where the shipment's being processed or when this next one's going out and how they're skipping material off the top of it anyway.
Just follow that next shipment, or maybe just go straight to their customer service and look at those invoices.
usually have the same truck, whether it's the same person running the same routes, usually for delivery services. Just because, like, this truck is assigned to this route, you know what I mean? So if we figure out the same truck and we can somehow mark it, we could get one of those little gnat drones that Hardwire or Frost here can, get in there and record. We could just surveillance him, you know what I mean? Record him, go to Aztec. But we got to figure out which truck, where he's coming from. We need to get a gnat on him literally as soon as possible.
I don't know what his gnat is, but sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, we can. It might just be whoever's running the route. They might be skipping to other talismongers nearby. I forget. Did Jeremiah say that he had any competition in the area?
Didn't sound like anything near here.
I'm just thinking, who else would need this magic stuff? Besides, I guess mages. How prevalent are mages? I don't know.
I don't know, like 10% of people, maybe.
Yeah,
Just throwing that out there.
it's a really small amount of people.
1% maybe. Even.
Unless you're as technology, then it's a larger percentage. But Auburn is in like the bottom right corner of Seattle. Hold on, actually I'll do this. Chat's gonna look. Wait for a second. Your Talismonger is in Auburn, off of Wabash, and the other. He said the other real, like other Talismongers in the area would be up in Bellevue. A lot of them is going to be like near the Cougar Mountain National Park, up in the yellow area in Bellevue.
We could get some more testimony, but
Now that I think about it, how much is this, like, let's say you had a truck full of magical shit. I don't know what the fuck you call it. I'm not a mage. Magical shit in a truck. Like, big old van. How much product price? Like, how much new yen worth of magical shits in that van at any given time? Like, how much do you usually buy that shit for?
probably a lot. I mean, anything from like 500 new yen for a dram of reagent, or several thousand for formula. And if it's more crafty, it could be tens of thousands new yen for like a good foci.
So, potentially, if we were to steal the truck, I'm not saying we are, but if you, thinking in the criminal mind, if you were to steal it, it'd be a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
So they probably have it protected.
And
Probably have
useful.
a crew, at least one driver, probably one guard, and I guarantee you they have GPS on those vehicles. So maybe
Given
we
that-
call.
In fact, the actual signature, if there are any foci on that truck, it would light up that truck like a beacon. It'd be
Well,
a
yeah.
flare to any kind of awakened individual thinking to snatch it.
I have an idea, but I don't know if it's possible. I'm gonna give Hardwire a call.
Yes.
Hey, Hardwire. We're needing to hunt down a truck owned by Aztec through their distribution center. Could you perhaps hack into their distribution center and find the route that delivers to the address? I'll send the address to this guy. That delivers to this guy, and perhaps find that GPS on that truck. I don't know how difficult that would be for you.
Quite.
Do you have?
I can give it a shot. I can look and see what kind of information I'm digging through.
I mean, you got 3 days.
Okay. Let me see what I can do.
We can also see if we can get whatever order number he has for this next shipment. Maybe one closer, materials ready to ship out, and if it's assigned to the truck, we might be able to have more luck closer to the actual ship date once it's been assigned. I mean, I don't know if it's the same physical truck each route or what, but definitely from there we might be able to jam it up. I could probably send a sprite that way to drive it to a off-site location if we want to have it ready in ambush, or I don't know, what were you thinking? Or, I mean, I might be able to just have them record inside of it.
The problem is, this guy's paying us good money. I don't really want him to have to miss another delivery with mistakes. I was hoping to solve this issue before his next delivery. That way, really do him a favor. Doesn't lose any more money, but I don't know if it's going to be possible.
Well, I mean, we still don't know when the material's been taken from his delivery or from his shipment. If it's not even on the truck, if it's something that happens beforehand, or if it's something that happens during the delivery.
if we can get a sight on one of their vehicles, right? We go down the distribution center, we see it where they're coming out, what their vehicle looks like. We perhaps follow it, maybe see what route, which truck goes on a route in our guy's direction. And maybe if you get a sprite in there, it could follow it back, and maybe you can hack into their routes from the inside if you leave the sprite on there. I don't know how that shit works.
It's the Matrix. I mean, I can send a sprite, throw it in there. I can send a sprite to Aztec itself, or it might be able to throw a cookie on the truck itself, and we can see, kind of where it's going, what host it interacts with. But some information is better than nothing. But I don't know.
We could also have you shut down the security on a random vehicle, and we snatch up one of the drivers, and we interrogate him, and we can make Karma here use his magical mumbo jumbo to make him think that never happened.
Huh?
I think that's drugs.
Why don't we just go over to one of these other talismongers and see if they have a sooner shipment?
Yeah,
or see if they're having similar issues.
It should only take a couple hours to get to the other side of Seattle.
It's also like 10 o'clock at night.
Is it?
Yeah, they
could
did
also
say to
just-
be after they close at 10.
Alright.
We could also just call them in the morning.
True.
Let's split up, gang.
It might be better to talk to them in person because of your
Sniff
not
distance?
intimidating, but your very infatuating smell. Make them more susceptible.
True.
But yeah, we can wait till morning. I gotta
you,
go.
while
sleep
it's
up my
dark,
girl on the couch.
While it's dark, do you guys want to go perhaps check out the Aztechnology Distribution Center and see what kind of security we're working with?
Probably wouldn't
You know,
be too bad.
What
You
you
don't have
mean?
to exactly breach it, but at least you don't get eyes on.
There's no rules against soliciting.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Something like that.
I'll call Hardwire and have him. Wait, what vehicle is Frost driving?
I've got a motorcycle.
It
Oh,
better be a
I'm-
motorcycle.
I'm gonna call Hardwire and have him send out the van that we can use for sleuthing.
Okay. I don't like being way away from my van, but okay.
You're still driving. We're just gonna use it as a hidden location.
Wait, I'm driving?
Yeah,
I thought I was hacking and looking at stuff. I'm very confused what you want me to do.
Frost is driving then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
And he
Yeah,
goes
I'm
ahead
good
and
at
sends it over
piloting
to your location. It does take quite a while to get there because it is coming from the Barrens. But it does eventually arrive there.
I'll send my bike to our house, to the barn.
The other way.
Yep. We'll pass each other.
Exactly. They both honk at each other as they recognize another device. You
I go warm up the old scooter.
right.
the Bugatti.
It does arrive.
All right, load in.
Island gang.
Did you want to
I
compile
will-
a sprite while this was happening?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't need a machine sprite right now, but I might get a cracking sprite on the ready. That might be better than this. No, I'll get it ready. Yeah, I will plug in the coordinates to a location not right at As Technologies. So I'll just find I'll do a search, find like a bar nearby.
Sure.
Plug in those GPS coordinates, and then we'll go from there. And then on the way there, I'll compile a level 6 crack sprite.
Alright.
Why not?
I will go ahead and roll resist for that.
Plus, resonance 1, 2.
Assume sprites are the same as spirits. Like, don't you have like drain that you have to worry about?
Yeah.
If I were to summon a 4/6 spirit, I'd probably get like one command.
Oh.
Would you like to spend 4 edge to reroll all your misses?
Well, the thing is, I don't have 4 edge. I have 3.
You could spend.
And I'll spend 2 to make this one a 5.
Okay.
Then can I spend another one to reroll, or can I only spend 1 edge?
1 edge per action. So.
Alrighty then. Yep, that's it. 4 hits.
All right. Unfortunately, you're not successful in bringing this 6th sprite. I need you to resist 7 fade.
Is fade drain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is also the amount of drain or amount of fade you're taking is, I believe, higher than your
resonance.
So it's physical damage instead of stun damage.
So what I was saying earlier.
I rolled absolute garbage on my D6.
I rolled so well. I rolled 7 hits out of 12.
12. Yeah, I've got a 14 dice pool to compile those. And I rolled 3, and I had to use edge to get 2 back.
Yeah,
right,
I think what are the statistics, like 1 and 4?
It's
right?
1 and 3 is a hit.
1 and 3. Yeah.
I guess that works. And then
I just rolled really freaking well.
Charisma and what?
I thought it was charisma plus wisdom, but I think I was completely wrong.
I don't know. I was reading Overwatch score, not compiling. Resisted with willpower plus charisma.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
That's what mine is.
So 12.
Yeah.
Cool.
We're so similar yet so different.
Right.
So close yet so far away.
He even has spells called complex forms.
Right.
Even our qualities are the same.
Right.
Yet spelled with the letters rearranged.
4.
Well, it's a sprite, not a spirit.
4, so I just take 3 damage.
Oh, 3 physical, as you literally just see his nose, and he's got a little bit of blood coming from out of his ear as he just takes 3 physical damage.
Guys, I don't think Aztec wants that.
Hey man, you okay?
Going here. Yeah, man, I just get really nervous.
I didn't know computers could give you a bloody nose.
Yeah.
Did you want to heal him?
Sometimes.
Can I heal him?
Yeah, I mean it's physical damage. You can cast the heal spell.
I wasn't sure if it was like how drain. I don't even know if physical drain can be healed.
I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure.
know about fade. Yeah, I'll heal him in a minute. I'm gonna cast my own
If
spells
it's a
here.
problem, I can just drive. It's fine.
No, the car's on its way. It's already going. He's just trying to compile a sprite as well.
Yeah, it's just gonna make a sprite so that way I don't have to do much when we get there. But I'm just gonna do it myself. I think that's the Matrix telling me that I need to do this on my own. For now.
That is
We'll
so
see.
funny.
Well, I'm gonna cast some increased attributes on myself.
Good call.
What time is it? Is it still pre-midnight?
Yeah. By the time you guys get there, it'd be roughly, almost midnight. By the time you guys get to the Aztec Knowledge Building.
Well, if it does become midnight, by the time we get there, I'm gonna summon some spirits. Otherwise, I'm not going to bother.
It is 12:03.
Beautiful. I'm gonna start casting some spells.
Do it. Roll some spirits.
Spell slinging.
Roll some
Increase
spells.
willpower.
That one.
Bobby's still just staring off.
I got 5 hits. I will apply 4 of them.
Okay.
4 plus 4 willpower.
Okay.
Oops.
And what's your drain now?
My drain would be 7
Okay.
plus 4 on my dice pool. Ooh, got 7.
Nice.
Resisted that drain.
Get out of here, train.
Now I'm going for the power move. I'm going to increase my charisma.
Oh my goodness, map.
Whoa.
Oh no, that's registering a sprite. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Oh, what?
Registering a sprite, the is fade 2 damage value per hit or per net.
Oh, yeah.
Or per hit, not
Yes.
net hit. So
Per
it would have
hit.
been 14 that you would have had a fade if it was
That would
registering.
just died. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Got 5 hits on the increased charisma. I will apply 4 of them.
You
Super
can heal, by the way. That's not an issue.
Okay. Resisted that drain.
You're so good at this.
I can't even. I shouldn't even bother with resisting drain at this point. Now I will heal my buddy Frost. I got 3 hits.
That's fine because
What's-
you get
what's
a
your
free.
essence?
It's 6, right?
6, yeah.
So you get a free hit automatically. So you have 4 hits. So you heal all the way back up to full.
Oh, wow. Well, I can see why they keep you around, Carmen. That's fantastic.
And I definitely resisted the drain.
I did not. I definitely did not.
You did not resist, even a little bit.
I got 10 hits on my drain resist.
What's your dice pool right now?
A million.
21.
21. That is impressive, sir. I love. Have I mentioned how much I love mages?
This is something between the last session and this session, I thought, because I've been increasing willpower. My drain dice pool is willpower plus intuition. I've just been using increased attribute on willpower
Wait, is
for a
it plus
4.
charisma?
Yeah, plus charisma. Plus
yeah.
your tradition, whatever.
But yeah, so he
And then
increased both. He's like, oh,
I was
plus
like-
8 dice pool.
Why aren't I increasing both? So now I have a plus 8 to my drain resist pool. And I don't think there's anything in the rules that says you can't do that.
No,
so
that's legal.
that's
Trust
probably
me.
5th edition.
Trust me,
legal.
I asked.
It-
I asked. It's legal in 6th edition.
I wanted to get rid of this.
Yes.
It's
No,
not even 6th edition legal, it's 5th edition legal.
no, it's legal in 6th edition. I asked.
That's how you know.
I
it's
asked the writer. He said, yeah, that shit works. I was like, okay, good. He just said, that mage now just lights up like a Christmas tree. I was like, that checks out.
Yeah.
How's Konami?
Quiet. Almost the entire way. He hasn't really said much once he found out the runs against Az Technology.
I'm just gonna, as on our drive over there, just check on him. Ask
Oh, is
how
it,
he's doing. It's RP it, Just
Right.
I'm just saying, like that drive. I'm just communicating with Konami, checking on him.
He appreciates it. It's not going to stop his ability to do the run, but he definitely wishes it was Evo instead. Like I said, roughly about 2 hours after you guys left and head over to Seattle, it obviously is dark. You guys can see, as you guys are parked away from the pyramid, you guys can see the entire pyramid in its enormous glory. It's extremely tall, about 76 floors, and very wide as well. You guys do know the first floor is actually an open mall where people can go around. Most of it sells just like Az Technology products for the most part, but it is open to the public. But everything else above becomes more and more corporate as you go up. But you do see on the backside, on the west side of the pyramid, you do see a loading dock that goes the entire length of the pyramid. So you see roughly about 300 bays and trucks that are just sort of sitting outside of it.
All right. Odds are pretty good. That's our truck is one of them.
If you guys want to do any other sort of checks specifically, I need perception or matrix perception or astral perception, depending on what you want to do.
Is it past midnight?
Yeah, it's 12:03
Officially?
after you casted all those spells.
I'll summon a force. What's my next pool? I'll go force 5.
Okay.
Air spirit. That's force times 2 for you. Yeah, 5 hits.
You have 4 services, friend.
Oh boy.
I need you to resist. I'm not going to make you roll it. I just need you to resist 1, which is probably easy enough for you to do it. 21 freaking dice.
I resisted.
Oh, good job. You did it.
Oh,
What's the threshold on that? Like 1?
I mean,
Did you get 1 hit?
yeah, you just get 1 hit out of 21
Yeah.
dice. Checks out. Okay.
Keep on hand. I'll give him some optional powers here. Continue to
Yep.
debate or roleplay while I go over these.
Oh, I want to look for physical security.
Yeah, go ahead and roll perception for me. Frost, did you want to do anything matrix-wise while he's looking?
Yeah, I was just gonna check or do a matrix perception, see if there's anything active going on at the docks of the shipping area.
Sure. Are you just looking through AR?
I was gonna. I mean, we're in the van. I'll go ahead and get in the VR.
Okay.
I got a 3.
With 3,
7.
you do see there are just along the whole backside is gated, so it's a gated area. You do have barbed wire above on the top of the fence. There is 2 guardhouses, but so there's each one of them is armed with a guard, and there are roughly about 6 different guards that are patrolling up and down this whole area. So you have a total of 8 physical guards. All of them are wearing. You can't really tell from this distance, but you can see it looks like a rifle of some kind. Matt, what did you get on your matrix perception?
7.
Holy cow. You can definitely see there are multitudes of hosts lying around. You see there is one for, there is about 45 hosts on the first floor for the different shops and stuff that are inside.
Right.
And then you do see there are, there is one host that is as technology.
And that's second floor all the way up.
Yep, all the way up.
All right.
I give my spirit the psychokinesis optional power,
Okay.
whether or not I use it. knows?
Also, you don't see any sort of comm links or anything like that on any of the guards. You're assuming that all their electronics and stuff like that are all slaved to a host. That's probably connected to Az technology as well.
Gotcha. All right. So if we want to do any type of snooping or anything with these with the shipping dock, we would have to go through Aztec first, and then whatever files or accesses or personas.
With a Matrix Perception, do you get to find out what the rating of the host is?
Matrix Perception. Let's see. Search the Penumbra gives you more information regarding the subject. Use the legwork results on page 50 as a general guide for what is uncovered. Hey, what's on page 50?
I'll go ahead and astrally perceive while this is happening.
Yeah, go ahead and roll it.
Okay.
I should increase my intuition to improve my astral sensing. I should have. I got 0.
Ooh.
You don't really see anything on the astral plane.
So for a result of 7, it says I get a high level information, solid understanding of history. So I would assume so.
Yeah, you know the host is a host rating 11.
That sounds
All the
pretty high.
first, I mean the max is 12. Sorry, it's a 10. I apologize. It's 10. Maybe the main one, like their home one in Aslan would probably have an 11 or 12.
Gotcha.
But definitely a 10. All the ones on the first floor are like 3s.
Gotcha. Alright, well guys, it looks like cracking into Aztec might be a little bit tougher than anticipated. I'm used to like kind of the shops on the first floor security. This is easily 3 times, maybe 4 times harder than anything I've dealt with.
Can I go ahead and use 2 edge to bump up one of my 4s to a 5
So you'd get 1 hit.
on that sensing test?
Yep.
Yeah.
You do see 8 total guards out back. None of them are cybered. They are awoken though. Actually, I think that's more information than you just get the mood and what's there.
I can get mundane or awakened. But
Okay,
not
yeah.
cyber.
Okay. They are all awakened. You also see 14 spirits floating above. 8 of them are air spirits. 6 of them are blood spirits. They're all still on the astral realm, so they haven't produced themselves yet. But you can definitely tell that they are floating around almost the entire building. But you notice there is only blood spirits that are watching the docks.
I'm actually going to immediately be sustained my boost
Okay.
and stop receiving.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to go command my spirit to, I guess hide, like go away for a minute. I don't think.
So are you just wanting to send it somewhere, or
Yeah, I'll just tell him to. I'll send him further away, like
okay,
You
just
know,
just down the street,
down the block.
right?
Yeah.
I don't know you.
I was looking. I was like, is there a spirit realm I can just like banish him to for a couple?
No, because right, that's
Better not
technically
risk
what
it.
he is on. Is like this quote unquote spirit realm in
Right.
the astral. So it's just banishing. Just okay, bye.
Go over there.
Right. So you just go ahead and send him over down yonder.
I look at Frost and Mason like, this place is hella maged up.
So it's hella teched up, hella maged up. Mason, what are you seeing security wise?
They got a whole lot of security. We're not getting out in there or out of there without a fight, to be honest. They're gonna know we're here. I would advise not fucking with this place at all.
Here's a little insight for you. I could probe this place and create a back door. However, if I do that, it'll be gone immediately because of this host rating. Like I can go loud to break in, and that's about it. There's no sneaking around in this bitch.
I think our best bet is just to get me face to face with the driver or delivery boy. Either way, we should somehow potentially get in some sort of accident. Theory, we could. You guys come up with a better idea, but off the cuff idea, maybe we get in some sort of fake accident. Get to talking to him. We sweet talk him or scare him or intimidate him into giving us information. Then you can use some sort of magic karma to make him forget this in a way.
Can't make him forget anything.
Did you can
Suggest to him that maybe he forgets something. In a threatening manner.
Yeah, we can just put on masks, I guess.
That's probably the best solution.
I'm still a fan of. I can just pretty much brick their autopilot on the van and then take control. Have it.
We could also just wait for his delivery and then snatch that dude up specifically and have Karma mind probe him. Because, well, here's the deal. If he's stealing things, then the mind probe will tell us that, and we can turn him in. If he's not stealing things, it's probably Aztec being shitters, and we'll just take the shit, right? At this point, we've already proven that he's not stealing the shit. Now, he's just an unfortunate victim of a robbery. And we take, what the shop owner needs, and then we're like, yeah, you've been robbed, and we just act like normal thugs and get the fuck out of there.
What if? I like that. We take control of this van early on in the shipment, deliver the whole van to Jeremiah, and then, he gets his delivery plus some.
Yeah.
After we interrogate, of course. But
the problem with that is they're going to have GPS locations on the truck. There's no way they're going to let their truck go out there and not have, some sort of, this is where it's at. So if it shows that he got everything, they're just going to come take it from him.
I can't let Jay take the heat on this one.
Yeah, we can't let it seem like he has any part in this.
I mean, we have our own van.
Yeah, we can just load up our van.
First thing we need to do is find that delivery truck.
I vote we just camp out our store, right? Everyone kind of go down the block, everything like that. We all look out for the truck. Do we see any sort of Aztec? Is there any trucks parked outside, Josh, that we could be like, all right, this is a general idea of what they look like?
There are 300 of them parked at the docks.
Say 300 of them?
Yes,
Do
300
they all look
of them.
about the same?
They all
Does it
look
say,
exactly
Aztec
the
on them?
same, and they say Az Technology on this side.
Okay, yeah, then we all just kind of post up a couple blocks around until we're like, yo, I see him, he's coming. We all post up.
We got a couple of days. Why don't we check out those other shops?
Yeah, we can ask around.
Yeah, see if there's a sooner shipment. That way, if we do anything with their shipment, it won't go on Jeremiah, it'll go on the competition.
And just to give you guys a sort of a scale of how big this place is, it is 4 city blocks as the base.
It's forking huge.
Yeah. 4 city blocks wide, and then 72 floors up.
Well, I guess we go home and get some sleep.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
I need to decorate my new abode.
As you
Your
guys,
barn?
everyone roll a perception check.
I was actually considering taking a point of perception, but it takes like a month to learn a skill.
Does it really? I
Yeah,
thought it scaled, depending on what the rank was, I thought.
it probably scales. For first rank at least, though, it takes like a month.
Oh, 3? Okay.
3.
I got 2.
3, 2. Oh my
Also
gosh,
3.
you guys are smurfing.
For a specialization, I think it takes like 3
Yeah.
months.
It's ridiculous. You guys are, as you guys are getting ready to, pull out back into the street, you do see a delivery truck is leaving. And you guys all notice it is unmanned. At least in the driver's seat.
I'm just peek with my mind.
Guys,
Okay. You open up your mind. Roll a
Astral,
astral
a
perception.
brain perception check.
Yep, brain perception, please.
Brain. I'd like to do a matrix one as well.
Yep.
Yeah, 3 hits.
3 hits. There is a Force 8 barrier that is like all over the truck bed, so you cannot see what is actually being transported.
I can't even see what's possibly driving it.
Doesn't look like there's anything driving it. No life forms inside of it. No spirits.
Well, I'll just tell my spirit to follow that van
All right.
and to report to me when it stops
Okay.
for a significant period of time. Not sure how specific I need, if it's like a computer program.
It needs
I
to be
tell it
pretty
something-
specific. So, like, if you like on its first stop, or where it stopped the longest, or I need a little bit more specific than that.
If it stops and like something comes out to inspect the truck or
Okay.
no. It's in a parking lot.
Sure. And Matt, what'd you get
I'm
on that
just
matrix?
3.
3. Because you are a technomancer, there is a sprite that is driving this vehicle. Level 6.
I tried to make one of those before. All right, looks like they not only have mages, they also have matrix mages, aka technomancers.
Technoman.
Yeah, you got a pretty high level sprite that's driving these trucks. I can decompile them. I can try. So if that's something we may want to incorporate in the future as well, I don't know if it can, or I don't know how that will help. But you know, we always have that tool in our back pocket. Do you want me to see if I can tag this van, see what it does?
you could try. I'm gonna hop in the driver's seat and use my espionage technique knowledges to discreetly follow this vehicle without it noticing.
All right, go ahead and roll piloting.
Piloting plus reaction.
Yep.
Set my spirit to follow it.
Okay.
Just letting the group know.
Yes.
I can send my spirit to perhaps make it have an accident.
I got 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay. You stay further enough distance back where anyone who would be watching definitely would be able to notice, or wouldn't be able to notice that you're tailing it. But you're able to continue following it. The spirit is also following it in the astral plane. And Frost, did you want to mark it as well?
Yeah. I would. Let's see. I can create a sprite to do that.
Okay. Go ahead and roll You're
I'm in the level
compiling.
5
Ooh,
courier spray.
5. He's dropping it down, boys. He realizes he is human.
Can't compare with this one. All right, so courier spray.
I'm usually comfortable with like good old Force 4, you know?
Come on, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits.
All right, your net hits are 4. I need you to resist
Alrighty
1
then.
fade.
I can try to do that.
I think you need to switch out your
I did it.
summoning dice pool.
Right.
All right. So I now have a courier spray.
Yes, you do. Level 5.
Level 5. It's got 4 tasks. All right. I can put a hash on it, like I mean, if we don't, I mean, depending on how long we want to follow it, I can put a hash on it so that way we can get a interaction with all the hosts.
What kind of hash we talking about?
You know, like kind of like
Pass some of that over here, brother.
the driveway kind of hash that you just store under your trailer for a little bit.
You got any of that deep weed hash?
I have no idea what either of you are talking about.
Okay. Takes me back to the good old days.
Is that the hash power you're referring to?
Yeah, but I said the wrong thing. I meant cookie.
Oh, okay. I was like, don't know how that would help. But, I mean, you can.
Cookie hash.
You absolutely can hash something. Yes, protect that truck.
Take some hash cookie.
Yeah, I have no idea, man. You just do whatever you think, because I don't know how your shit works.
All right, I will use a.
Usually just smoke it.
I'll use my diffuse firewall on this van, and then have my Sprite cookie it. So first, it must make a willpower plus firewall versus my electronic plus resonance.
Is what you're doing going to warn them that we're here?
Nah.
I don't like
Maybe.
the confidence.
He said, nah, maybe, as he's doing stuff.
I'm guessing.
And you're doing it on the
There's like
Sprite?
On the. I was gonna do it on the
Truck itself?
the van. Yeah, the truck itself. That's
You
5
did
hits
notice
for the-
that there is now a host, an individual host on the van now after it broke away from As Technology.
Okay. With my earlier thing of 3, do I know? I guess I'd have to probably make a new perception.
You
check
would,
to-
because it was
to
prior
go
to that.
Alright, well, that is 5 to see if I can lower its firewall for a little bit.
Absolutely can. You need any hits?
The amount of net hits is what it reduces. to
2.
5. Alright, so 2 net hits. Alright, so the firewall is down by 2, and then I will have my thingy leave drop a cookie on it. Alright, so it will make a cracking plus resonance, which is 10, versus the van's intuition or firewall, or I guess firewall times 2. Or I guess.
Yeah, it would be firewall times 2 because it's a host.
Okay. Get out of here. 1, 2, 3. Then I don't think I got any edge back, so I'm gonna just reuse my last point of edge to re-roll this one. Nope, didn't work. 3 points.
All right, yeah, you do put a. It just has a very thin outline on the host.
All right.
1 net hit.
All right, that's what I got. I got a bare outline. So we can at least see who this truck is interacting with for the next 10 hours if we want. I'll probably pull this out back beforehand because I mean they can detect this one, but you know we've got some time. They're not going to be looking for it.
My spirit will be following it until I think it's sunrise. 12 hours or 24 hours?
24 hours, or it will last for 24 hours, but so you have a sunrise and a sunset to go through. So you have 24 hours from that.
So there's another spell I was looking at that said specifically like sunrise or sunset. I was like, oh shit,
Gotcha.
that's like 12 hours.
Right.
Not. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
All right. I
I'm
mean,
just gonna-
So now it's a rating 5 protection on the host. Is that right?
for the firewall.
No. So the cookie the cookie has a rating of 5, equal to the
Yep.
sprite's level.
Yep. So yeah, then I'll tell. I guess yeah, Karma. Let me know once if your spirit thing's gonna be following this for a while. Let me know once it's on its way back to home base or when it's looking like it, and then I can pull back the cookie to see what all it's been interacting with.
Sounds good.
I mean, you're currently looking at like if you just look through the windshield, you can see the truck.
Yeah. He's
Yeah, I mean, we could see it. I just didn't know how long we were gonna follow this thing. I don't know what its routes are gonna look like, or who's getting deliveries at 11 o'clock at night or 1 o'clock in the morning.
I mean, as long as they ain't driving out of state, we gotta find out.
All right.
All right.
You see that it does just get a. The only thing that it gets is just the navigation, just GPS pulling up different locations the entire time. How long does the cookie last for?
Cookie lasts for at the end of the time determined by the sprite or its owner. One place it files its back. So I mean, it can last up to 10 hours.
Oh, snap.
I'd say it lasts about 3 bites.
Depends if it's an Oreo.
Right.
1 megabyte.
1 megabyte.
1 megabyte.
Yeah, it just gets a bunch of area or like different places. It does go and park that you guys are following. It's roughly about 5 a.m. It does park in a parking lot of a looks like a rundown building.
Is that coming from my spirit?
Both. You guys can see it visibly, and the spirit also tells you that hey, it stopped in a parking lot.
Yeah, we're tracking it.
How much have you hacked into this truck?
I'm kind of more like on the outside. I can't see what's inside. Like I said, I can decompile it. I'm just I'm getting a bunch of GPS locations of where it's pinging to. Can I do a matrix perception of this abandoned building to see if there's anything special?
Sure.
I'm assuming I should roll perception to see anything about on the physical plane.
Sure.
Did we follow it physically? Or?
Oh yeah,
He's following the truck right behind, like a couple cars back.
I'm being
There's a
sneaky about it the
glitch.
whole time.
Yeah, a glitch. Is it a critical glitch or just a glitch?
No, I rolled 2 successes.
Okay.
2 successes, 5 ones, 3 twos.
Big sad.
Oh boy.
There is no host
I got 5 on
in the
Ascensing.
building. Okay.
If we want to do that.
I got 3 on perception.
It is a large building, roughly about 45 floors. The first 2 or 3 floors, all the glass on it is just blown out. You do see there is a broken down UB on the front of it. And the big thing you noticed is there's some sort of sign on the front door. Matt, you do get, because it makes perception of sort of everything within 100 feet or 100 meters. The host that's on the truck is a rating 4 host.
Okay.
Is there any cameras on that thing externally?
On the truck?
Yeah.
No.
So there's no way that truck really knows I'm near it,
Not that you can tell.
right? Frost, like,
Yep.
like if I walked up to it, like as long as I don't touch it, right?
I mean, you still got the sprite. There's still like a matrix spirit or so watching it, so it can probably still detect your persona approaching it.
I can make
What?
you invisible.
Persona?
Yeah, I can make you he can make you invisible. I can also cover up your persona so you can't be easily seen by the thing if you'd like.
Sure. I was gonna go check out this building, see if there's any people around here. You guys do your whatever you think I need to be sneaky.
Okay, so I see you starting to get out, so I'll command my spirit to give you concealment.
Does that make me invisible?
That makes you invisible improved, which also affects computers.
Yeah, and it's
everything.
equal to the spirit's rating, right?
Spirit's magic, which is equal to its rating. So 5.
Okay. So I have to roll 5
is it-
dead hits to be able to see you at all.
Do I not need to worry about rolling my stealth at all?
You still make noise, so yeah, you still need to roll sneaking, but you're just no longer. It's difficult to be seen by eye and by technology.
I will quietly walk up to the building.
All right, go ahead and roll his stealth. Do you want to roll to fix his persona, Matt, or make it?
Well, yeah, well, that's what for the Matrix works. Like, does the improved invisibility, does the Matrix check still kind of see that, or does the improved invisibility also give them like a amount of hits equal to that 5 rating?
I'm looking.
I
I
believe
know it's
anything.
like thermal.
Right. Any sensors and stuff like that would have to roll 5 hits to be able to see him, but I don't know if that affects like thermal, because he would still give off heat, I would assume.
It affects camera and other technological ways of seeing. That's the difference between improved and not improved invisible. Which thermal would be a computer.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know about
unless it's an
Matrix.
orc. The orc has it naturally.
Yeah, Troll has it as well.
But then it would be then normal invisibility would affect that. That would be biological.
Thermal vision.
You wouldn't be able to see them like what they look like, but you would be able to see that there's a person there due to
'cause you just
thermal vision.
Thermal just senses heat. I mean, you can't make my heat invisible.
Yeah, it wouldn't be like his cold.
I think for regular invisible, it
Oh, yeah,
would
that could be
it would
true. It
affect
could be-
your
I
biological.
Like
mean, I guess it's
improved.
like a barrier.
I would think improved invisible would make you
Yeah.
non-detectable by like thermal or IR or stuff like that, because it's
I guess it would make it look like it's just a
Just nothing's there.
no cold area. Yeah.
you don't risk it.
Cool.
Does it?
I mean,
Does
have you
it-
ever used a thermal scope on Call of Duty? I mean, they use a cold-blooded perk, and it's like, oh, where'd it
True.
go?
It's true. Got me there, coach.
Does this give
But,
me any pluses to my stealth
No, sir.
roll?
Nope. Just makes it more difficult to be seen.
Gotcha. Yeah. If I summoned a spray, it would. I think it would have the same effect. Yeah, because I mean, Matt doesn't know if Matrix checks would still catch him, or if it's if he's still
it's still
invisible in the Matrix
possible.
with that thing.
They just have a harder
yeah.
time.
Yeah, that's exactly what my thing would do. So I'm just gonna keep my current sprite active and keep this cookie going.
Well, I'm still rolling very good because out of 9, I rolled a 4.
Okay. You walk up to the. Are you going to the front, or are you going through like one of the broken windows that's on the front or back?
I'll just like wherever we're closest to. You know, I'll just kind
right
of
now,
like
you guys are
walk
currently
up.
closer to the back of the building. Um,
Okay.
with the
As long as I
parking
can keep eyes on the car and our car,
Mm-hmm.
I'll just kind of head that direction and kind of walk in. I'll turn. I'll let Frost I'll give him access, or I'll let Hardwire give him access to my cams on my eyes, so he can.
Yep.
So they
I
can
gotta
both
save
see.
it. Yeah, I've got it pulled up on my fake deck, and I'm just showing it to Karma as well and Konami.
As you guys walk in, roll a perception. You got 5 hits on Astral.
On a sensing. Yeah.
Nothing you can see within range, because you can't look through walls or anything like that with it. So nothing as of right now.
Yeah, this is not a detection spell, just basic.
Just looking around.
I got a 2, but I got a lot of 4s.
Oh, that's good.
Just one.
You walk in. There is definitely the tile is significantly dirty. There is tore up furniture throughout the first floor. You do see there is cameras and stuff like that. As you guys go
This
through.
is just Mason right now, right?
Yep, this is just Mason
Yeah.
going through.
Okay. It's like, he's the only one invisible.
Hold on.
I'm not following.
Right. No, you do see there are cameras and stuff. You do see there is a elevator and multiple rooms that are throughout the rest of the first floor, as well as a door that is broken down in front of a stairwell.
Do I see any sign of people currently making movement in here? Like any sign of life?
You see there's a
That would
bunch
be
of...
recent.
it looks like there was some sort of blast in the front, or in one of the rooms. And a bunch of body parts sort of sprayed and laid around everywhere.
I know what this building is.
Frost almost throws up looking at the body first.
Well, Mason would not know what this is.
Nope.
And he would continue.
Go ahead and roll a history for me. Let's see if you know what building, or not history, a memory. Let's see if you would recall what building this is.
Would we be
You
seeing
guys
these as
can,
well?
yeah, because you guys would have went by the front of the building to get into the parking lot. If you guys want to roll a memory check, you're more than welcome to.
Just rolled pretty good. Another 2 successes.
Okay.
Out of 6.
You're smurfing out here, JJ. Calm down.
I mean, I can have a dice cam if you want.
No, I believe you. I'm not upset. I rolled 7 out of 12 dice on Matt earlier. Not even mad.
Yeah.
Matt
am.
might be.
Oh, nice. I rolled 10 dice. I got 1.
Nice.
I got 3 out of 7.
Hey, Karma and Mason, you guys know this is the old Universal Brotherhood building. That was the main office in Seattle. Obviously, was the office in Chicago was the home of the insect spirits, and Ares took a nuke to Chicago and laid waste to it to stop the insect spirits from taking over Earth. But after that occurred, all Universal Brotherhood buildings were shut down, and more or less, if you were part of the Universal Brotherhood, you were either executed or worse from Ares Corporation.
Do I see any lights?
Nope. It is pitch black at 5 a.m.
I have no light.
Damn.
Kind of weird that there's a. I'm telling this to Frost. It's kind of weird that
Ooh.
there's a shipment to this. Yeah, I don't know what you just pointed to.
Just point my ear, as in like I could hear you on comms.
Yeah, I mean, from what I can see,
Karma's like, what are you talking about?
yeah, there's no electrical. I mean, there's no host. There's no icons. It seems like it's a ghost town over here. You think we're being? Do you think they saw us?
No, I don't think they saw us. At least not on my end.
Not sure if there's even a they.
You guys see any movement out there?
So I mean, can I take another matrix perception look to
Sure.
see if I see anything?
Thought I saw a trash can over there.
I'll hop
Karma.
into VR. One sec.
Just-
Karma, can you just like
pass
poke your head out the window real quick? Take a see if anybody came out.
I peek my head out I slide the door open. Peek my head out. I don't see anything.
The one of the back doors is open.
The van or
Yeah, on the delivery truck.
That is a 5 on
5.
the matrix perception.
You see a comlink in the building.
Hold up, Mason. Hold on. We have company.
just ping an AR.
Sure. Can I make it a? I don't know. Yeah. Can I make it like a hotspot so you can see it in AR?
Roll computers plus logic.
I don't have computers.
Electronics. Plus
Make it electronic. Yeah.
Aren't you the computers guy?
Like, wait, what?
Well, he is, but he isn't. He has people for that.
Aren't you like the electronics guy?
Yeah. 2, 4, 6, 1, 2, 5 again.
All right. You see a comlink sort of just floating in front of you. Like maybe
In front of me?
maybe like 5 meters in front of you.
And I don't see him, but with my low light vision.
Nope, you don't see him.
They might be invisible as well.
My heart sinks. I'm like, all right, ping him. But like, I would be like, all right, ping him.
All right.
So-
Well, you have
And then it pops
DNI.
up. I'm like,
You guys have DNI, so you guys can communicate more or less telepathically.
oh, okay. I forget how that works. Yeah. But like, as soon as that pops up, it's just like emotion. Imagine this face of like internally of like, oh fuck.
Jinkies.
And then the comlink that was in there, was that the only one?
Only one that you saw.
All right. Let's see. How would
With your
Yeah.
astral perception, by the way, with your head out, you see 3 more individuals that are glowing bright in the astral realm.
Humans. Or,
Uh,
well, living beings.
Yeah, living beings. Send me send a Discord message to the Discord with everything you need to know for 5 hits on your assessing test.
5 hits is every.
Oh, is it everything?
Yeah, it goes 5+.
Okay.
Technomancers.
Yes, yeah. There's one of them is a technomancer.
Diseases.
No diseases.
Implants.
None.
The exact essence, magic, and force of the subject.
6 essence across the board. Magic is 8 across the board.
Any active spells they have on them.
Invisibility on all of them. And each one of them has increased willpower and intuition.
Any auras I've seen before.
You recognize all these auras from spirits that were attached to them at the As Technology building.
And are they happy?
They're not super. They're just sort of eh. It seems very familiar. Like this what they're doing seems very familiar to them.
We got some sneak thieves going on. I let it be known that you said there are 3 of them.
Yes, and they look like they're heading into the building.
We got some. We got 3 invisible people headed your way, Mason.
They are just invisible, by the way. They're not improved invisibility.
Improved. You should be able to see them if you have any kind of implants.
I just have low light. Well, and image link.
Any
and
computer implants. Cyber.
I have image link and smart link in my
Image
eyes.
link would just give you like the ability to have pictures show up on your face. It wouldn't actually do like any sort of outline or anything like that. You can make a matrix perception check though. Alright, just a perception check.
Any basic camera will be able to see them. If you have a camera on your comlink.
Oh.
Camera in my eyes.
Yep, then you guys can see an outline of them.
Would I have seen them the whole time? So.
Not the one in front of you, no.
So they're not right next to each other?
Nope. The one in front of you is highlighted is there, and then he just told you that 3 of them are beginning to enter the building. So you're sort of smashed in between this group.
I will. Can I see what they're holding? Are they have they been to the truck yet?
No, they're not holding anything. At least the one in front of you isn't. You can't visibly see the ones that have yet to walk in yet.
I mean, how does it work? So, like, if there's a thing sitting on the table and I grab this thing, at what point does it turn invisible?
As soon as you touch
or
it.
if at all? Okay.
Like, as soon as you pick it up, it's in your hand, it becomes invisible. That's why, like, all your gear and stuff is invisible.
I will go walk over to the truck sneakily and try to look in the back of it.
Okay. As you walk by, you see the 3 individuals, because of your camera, pass by you. And you can even they're not really trying to be stealthy. They're just being invisible. You can hear the footsteps and stuff as they walk by. And you can go ahead and look inside of the truck now if you would like to.
Sure,
Maybe we should steal their truck.
Yeah, there is just looks like 8 different, pretty decent sized crates that are all closed and hammered shut.
Mason, anything worth grabbing? Want us to bring the van around?
It's just crates. Just crates in the back. I see it. Is it a total of 3 or a total of 4?
People?
Yeah.
4.
Total of 4. And with my camera, I can't get specifics. Like I can't see what they're wearing or what guns they have.
I don't.
I have no fucking clue.
I'll let the group know that their magic and essence were both 6. So they don't necessarily seem...
No, the magic was 8 across the board. 6 was for their essence.
Yeah. Okay.
Their magic was 8. So they're decently powerful magicians.
Yeah, that's that resonance is higher than mine. He must be submersive or something.
It must be initiated.
Too bad you can't do that during character creation, or else that would be nice.
Yeah, real shame.
Awkward.
I used to be initiated, but then I forgot overnight. I don't know what happened. Must have been a dream. I read Word Up magazine.
Well, what's the play here, boys? Do we want to investigate these people? Do we think this is where some of the off the top skimming has gone?
It's definitely pretty shady. I think we should jack their shit, and then try to maybe track a van that we know is a culprit.
There's no cameras. They wouldn't know. Aztec wouldn't know if we just, hit these guys.
I'd have to see the astral signatures, but if we get out fast enough, they won't be able to track it.
Can you somehow tell me which one the mage is?
All of them.
I think there's 2 mages, 1 technomancer, and then I don't know if we got a good read on the guy that was inside, but
right. Well, they all had magic, and then there was 1 technomancer. So the fact that they had magic, they were either adepts or mages.
Okay. Can you... So are you wanting us to hit these guys?
I think we just hit the goods and get out.
The fact that they didn't see you means that you're more hidden than they are. I think we can get out while they're away.
Just get quick about it.
We could probably take their stuff.
How big are these crates, Josh?
It would probably take 2 people to carry.
One crate?
Yeah.
I also have 1 command left on my spirit, which knows psychokinesis.
It could. Well, the spirit could grab the spirit by itself, because you could tell the spirit to pick up all these crates and move them to your truck, and it would pick up the crates and move them.
Yeah. There's a magic and willpower test involved with that power, but yeah, I think it should be able to do that.
Yeah.
At least give us a lot of time.
Okay. Konami,
Yes.
Konami.
why don't you go make a lot of loud noises on the other side of this building?
I can do that. He goes ahead and
Then I
hops
guess-
out and begins to sneak along the back side of the building.
And I'll just kind of get the P90 out, prepped up, like near the van, just in case something goes wrong. And I'll just be like, all right, guys, when they get distracted, we'll try to see how many of them fall away. If all of them, great, we'll run up, we'll have your spirit throw as many boxes in the van as much as he can, and then we'll get the fuck out of here. If only a couple of them go, then maybe I, do some little surprise shooting real quick and take one down, hopefully.
Donna, you can go ahead and begin to roll that test.
I was just looking at the. As soon as I make this test, it'll get rid of your invisibility.
What?
You can do 1 power at a time, so we can either...
They're both sustained spells, so it's either take a penalty or
Sustained for what? What are you rolling for?
So it'd be the spirit to pick up the crates with telepathy, more or less, and just telekinesis, and pick it up and move it.
Well, that's fine. I mean, we're not moving the boxes yet.
Okay.
what do you want me to do?
Well, I'm assuming once he makes loud noises and we could tell how many of them are running away, then at that point, once we know either all of them or none of them, or all of them or maybe a couple of them have gone, we pull the truck up, then you can activate the move power, and that way he doesn't have to move them as far. He can just like, bam, 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 throw them in the truck, right? As I guard the truck, and then we peel off.
Yeah, I think as soon as the shooting starts, we go ahead and move up the truck and then start loading up.
Hopefully there's no shooting at all. Well, I guess there would be shooting from Konami's aspect, but he's just a distraction.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. As soon as we hear the go button, we go.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know about as soon as then. Well, let's wait like a second or two to see how many of them fuck off.
That's fine.
There's no one.
I thought
yeah.
you just wanted me to move them right now.
A few
I
moments.
thought everyone had gone inside.
Yeah, everyone's inside.
There's no.
A few moments go by, and on the third floor, you see glass just sort of shatter open as a shotgun blast rings out from the third floor.
Is that ours? Does our guy have a shotgun?
We have a guy?
What? I don't care about what they just said. The four entities. What are they doing after this?
So you want to have eyes on them after you leave to go to the truck. They're inside the building. You want to have eyes. But you did see on the third floor a shotgun just went off.
But nobody came out or anything?
No one came out or anything like that.
I'm just going to put on comms, move, activate, like, the guy.
Konami said, wait, was that you guys?
That wasn't you?
No?
What?
Fuck it, just... Konami, go get eyes. Can you go get eyes on, see what's going on real quick? But, like, don't interfere.
I'll try. And he,
Stay safe.
No, go ahead.
I will.
Head inside.
You guys... I think I'm gonna sprint inside, too.
Alright, let's move this van up.
Okay. You guys go ahead and move the van up. Are you going to head and having the spirit roll telekinesis?
Yep. We ready to start this?
Yeah, go ahead and drop it.
All right.
You can begin to, as you run inside, you begin to see your body once more as the improved invisibility falls.
Do I see Konami?
Roll a perception.
I'm going to, as they're loading this up, I'm just going to jack into HotSim VR.
Okay.
Decompile my, or I guess I'll just create a fault sprite. Download the cookie onto my stuff, fault sprite, create that, and then go into HotSim.
Okay. You do not see Konami.
I'll make my way to the first set of stairs. Well, do I see any of the other guys?
Level 5, Josh.
No.
Okay, then I will keep scanning around me while, like, kind of quickly but tactfully, like, not too loud, but, like, still, like, I'm trying to fucking get there, see what the fuck's going on.
Once you get into the stairwell, 2 floors above you, you begin to hear multiple shotgun blasts here. You guys can hear it on the outside too. Multiple shotgun blasts going off and a loud snarling from multiple things above you.
Werewolves.
I mean, as I'm going, I'll put in the comm section, Konami, where you at?
You feel someone tug the back of your shirt.
Hey, fucking cool. I'm assuming that's Konami.
Do you turn around and look?
I'll flip. Well, as soon as he tugs, I'm gonna, like, obviously 180, like, ah!
Yeah, it's Konami. He's like,
Did you see anything?
no, I just got into the building. I was trying to make sure to scope around the first floor, make sure I didn't hear anything, but no, it sounds like they're 2 floors up.
Karma, Frost, you guys loaded up?
Working on it.
I rolled 5 hits on psychokinesis, and just so you know, the invisible hand that is the psychokinesis has a strength of and agility equal to the number of hits.
Okay.
So it's got 5 strength and 5 agility.
It goes out and you see the telekinesis begin to, the hand go ahead and pick up and start moving the boxes. It's going to take a little bit of time to do, as it obviously has to go and pick it up and move it.
Yeah.
And then, Matt, what'd you get for your... What was the level of your sprite you were summoning?
Level 5, and I got 5 hits.
Five sprites are your lucky ones, dude. 4 hits. I need you to just risk 1 fade.
Alrighty then.
You have 4 services on that sprite.
All right. Yeah, I got one.
Nice.
I got 2.
Okay, you resist the fade, and you have a level 5 sprite.
All
And
right.
you are in Hot Sim VR.
All right. Yeah. My task of the sprite is just if combat breaks out with our guys, just help us out until we are safely away.
Okay.
I'll also summon a new spirit now that my final command to my air spirit's gone.
Okay.
I'm going to summon a kindred spirit
Okay.
of level 5.
I love summoners, guys. They're so great.
So great. Also, I get a point of edge back because I summoned a thing.
Ooh.
I'm going to use 5 reagents to get a point of edge.
Lit.
And use... How much edge do I got? I'll use 2 edge. To get another hit, which gives me 6 hits.
Your net hits are 2. I need you to resist 4 drain. At this point, you guys are...
Resistant.
you and Konami are on the 2nd floor, still heading upwards.
Wait, have you seen anything?
No. You see on the 2nd floor, you see a bunch of closed doors. But you also see more, and it's a full body. You have seen one of these before. It is a ghoul, but you see that it has just like looks like it's face down with multiple bolt holes in it.
Never mind, Konami. We are not here to engage. We are just here to see what's going on.
Don't have to tell me twice.
These floors, do they have like doors that we're going through, like that could be closed?
The 2nd floor does not. Looks like it was busted down.
Okay, what about the first floor?
First
We
floor
can't
was
drop it.
yeah, it was busted open towards you.
But like broken, or could we close them?
No, it's broken off the hinges on the floor. Same with the 2nd one.
Okay. Make our
Whatever
way up
came
the third.
through here, busted through, looked like the 2nd floor, and then came down to the 1st floor. I do remember there is a bunch of bodies that are sort of sitting in the middle of the stairwell. As you guys are climbing up, there's roughly about 3 floors just of bodies in the middle of the stairwell.
I remember right, it would be enough that we would have to climb over them.
Good something for my spirit to materialize into.
Exactly.
Speaking of, I give my spirit the fear optional power.
Okay. Good call. Good call. You do see, as you reach the 3rd floor, a very familiar act as coming from the pools of blood. You see it all sort of swirl as a blood spirit is formed on the 3rd floor.
Do we see anything else?
You look around the corner. Go ahead and roll a perception for me. Matt, what did you want to do as you are now in Hot Sim VR? Are you just being support just in case, or is there anything actively you want to do?
I guess I have another matrix perception on the 3rd floor to see if I just see I guess the technomancer or the 4 people that I'm expecting.
Sure.
Got a 3.
Okay. While you're rolling that, Matt, with the 3, you see there is 2 blood spirits that are fighting these ghouls. And you see one of them put a briefcase down on the ground and begin to type a code in the top of it.
Do I see any mages or any of the guys that would have had the
you do
I'd
see
noticed
there is
before?
a orc who looks like has a gash in his shoulder and is no longer invisible.
That's it.
As of this point, yeah. But you see, almost out of nowhere, like bursts of light. Looks like there's 2 silenced weapons being fired off, and then a loud shotgun is being shot as well. Matt, what'd you get with the Matrix Perception? 2?
2.
You notice there is a persona up on the 3rd floor, as well as that single comlink. Then it looks like the comlink is slaved to the persona.
All right. It's the same one I saw earlier.
The comlink, yes.
Okay. All right. I've got an active person up there. What's going on?
If the guys that were here to unload this are fighting a bunch of ghouls now, it looks like. As far as we could tell.
Ghouls.
What are ghouls?
I'll explain later. Josh, this 3rd floor entrance, is this like an intact door?
It is.
I am going to look around for anything to tie this door closed, prop it closed, like in a way that is not easy to get out. As best I'm gonna take a minute or two to like really try to jerry rig this door to be a real bitch to open up.
Based off what you have around you, there's some pretty large ghouls that you could probably toss in front of this door. That's on the pile that's next to you.
Yeah, is it like a double door or is
Just
it like
a
door?
single wooden door.
Okay. Can I take some like clothes off of the ghouls too, and like maybe like tie the handle around something on top of putting the ghouls in front?
Yeah,
Maybe
you could tie it to the
the
handle of the stairwell, so you can go ahead and tie it to that easily.
Yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll have Konami help me like move a bunch of bodies in front of this door.
As you shut the door, you do hear a as it's something locked. You look down, there is a keypad or a reader there.
I forgot about that.
Obviously, it probably doesn't have any power to it. You can't see any power, but you definitely heard the locking sound.
I'm still gonna, makeshift lock it up.
Yep. As you're doing this, Matt, you just hear they're fighting some ghouls upstairs. Anything you'd like to do?
Yeah, if I wanted to probe into this device,
you would have to go through the persona first, because it's slaved to the persona.
Okay. All right, I'll do that.
Okay.
Can I see what Frost is doing? Are you doing anything that like?
I'm passed out in the passenger seat.
He is passed out.
Is he still? Oh, I still
sleeping.
talk to him on comms, right?
Yeah, because it's all D&I, and he's Matrix.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna let them know that I'm gonna try to jack into their comms, since that's the only thing I can see right now.
Okay. When I'm gonna also tell you, like, whenever you get some free time, real quick before we really start going, could you check these boxes that we're taking and putting in our vehicle? Make sure there's no like RFID or GPS or low jack. Make sure they're not going to be tracking us.
Yeah, we're gonna open them up. I don't know if that'll help me out, but
I could look at them astrally now that they're probably out of the mana barrier.
Yes, you can.
I look at them astrally now that they're out of the mana barrier.
Go ahead and roll just a astral perception.
all right. So Josh had his willpower plus firewall. I got 5 hits.
I got 6 out of 9 hits on that.
You have a back door on
Alrighty then.
multiple stuff in there. You see roughly 3,000 drams of reagents.
I was thinking on my backdoor check. I'm like, wait, what?
Well,
How do
hold
I
on.
see that?
No,
They're
about
electric trains.
3,000 drams of reagents, a Force 5 and a Force 7 Lodge materials. You do see there are 4 foci. What you got 6? Yeah, you see the freaking
I can
world.
see the forces of those. I'm wondering if I can see if they're bonded.
I'm gonna say yes because you rolled so freaking well.
I can see their astral signatures, which would tell me if they're bonded.
They are, none of them are bonded.
Karma's sweating right now.
Right. It's like, oh my gosh. You do see there are vials that are giving some astral signature. They are all Force 4 spells. There are 2 invisibilities and 4 healings. And hold on one second, I'm trying to find the magical gear to show you which foci are there.
Yeah, let's get down to brass tacks here. What are we?
Yeah, real talk.
What am I talking? What are we talking about here?
Some good stuff right here. I just wish I knew the book well enough to know where all this stuff is.
I have the table on my spreadsheet, but I must have copied it from one of the pages where it doesn't have the page number of the table on the table.
Well, that's not helpful, Donnie.
It's like 150.
It is 294. There is a Force 3 katana weapon focus, a Force 2 enchanting focus, and a Force 4 spirit focus.
What type of spirit focus? You have to be attuned to a...
Right, a particular one. Fire.
Well, that's useless. Either way, I start sweating.
While you're going ahead and searching through these crates, what would you like to do, Frost, with your access?
Right now, I will, you enter through the back door. So that's cracking plus logic versus willpower plus firewall.
Okay.
And then how many net hits did I have on that last check?
2.
Because they get added as bonus. Okay, 2. 2. There we go. 6.
Your net hits are 2.
Alrighty. Phew. Alright. And then... So, successful probe, yada yada yada. My Overwatch score goes up because of that.
Yep.
I believe.
Goes up 1 for every illegal action you do.
Okay, but it's not sustained right now. It was just...
Correct, just because it was just the 1.
Alrighty. Alright, then the next thing I would like to do is... Oh, I was reading probe. Snoop, I believe?
Okay.
This action lets you intercept matrix traffic sent to and from, or I guess whatever I need to do to just listen into this
Yeah,
comlink.
you'd have to roll a snoop.
Okay. Alright.
And what do I roll for that?
So I am going to, before I do that, I'm going to do a complex form and try to reduce that firewall.
Okay.
So I'm going to drop the one on the van because that's pretty much useless now. And do that one. So that complex form is this page. Willpower plus firewall, and then I make electronics resistance.
As you're doing this, Mason, you see the orc that has the huge gash in the shoulder try to open the door, and looks right at you. And as they're trying to open the door vigorously, it's not even that you see on the door handle on your side, it's not even moving. Not that because of the tie or anything like that, but it's just the door handle's locked. And you begin to see them panic is beginning to show over their face.
I give one of the good old smirk and I just fuck off.
Damn. What'd you get on that snoop there, buddy?
5.
4 net hits.
Alrighty then.
And is that an illegal action?
It is an illegal action.
Okay,
Thanks for asking.
Your Overwatch score is now 2. Or do you even have anything to test what your Overwatch score is? You don't have I can or anything like that, right? You have to do an action.
No, I'd have to check what my Overwatch score is, which in itself increases my Overwatch score.
Of course.
No, so I'm just snooping and listening right now.
You hear over comms. We're getting overrun. There's just too many. And there's someone here. They locked the door. We can't get out.
Hey guys, they're struggling in there, so we might be able to.
Above you, Mason, you hear the sound of loud banging on a door above you.
All the way back out to the vehicle. Hopefully, by the time I get back there, the vehicle's loaded.
Yeah. You and Konami definitely head off that way. You see the comlink that you're snooping on calls a number
Jot that
with
down.
the name of Jose Flores.
Sounds like Aztec. Wow, just kidding.
That is oof right there. Hold on, I have an emote for this. Let's get some Jbrews oof in the chat real quick for that. I guess it's Jbrews fail, but that's Jbrews oof. You hear him begin to speak. Both of them have a conversation in Spanish. It's definitely definitely frantic speaking, at least on one side of it.
I'm able to record it with the comlink.
Yep, that should be easy enough. Is there a control
device?
Yeah, to make a copy.
Okay. Yeah, I've got admin access.
Okay.
Let's choose remote control. If there's no text associated with this device. Okay.
Are you putting on comms that there's are you narrating what's going on?
Yeah. I narrated that they were getting overrun up there when you guys are running out.
Did you say that you're getting a phone call?
I'm not getting a phone call. They got a phone call, or they called someone named Jose Flores.
But you're saying this in the comms.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I'm still passed out right now.
Okay. Well, I don't want to, RP anything if you're I didn't say that.
No, yeah, I'm not explaining everything. I'm just bare bones. Whatever Josh is saying to me, I'm saying out to the group.
As in, they're calling out to someone.
Yeah, they're calling. They're being overrun. I don't know what they're saying. I'm getting it down.
But they are calling out.
Yes, they called Jose Flores. So
Can you shut that down?
Sure, I can try to. I'll turn off the device.
Okay. As soon as you say
what'd you get on that first one to record?
Control device. Okay.
It would be an edit file, I believe, actually, to make a copy of it.
Oh, edit file. Electronics plus logic. All right, it's all the same.
Okay.
1, 2.
You have 2 hits.
All right, sweet.
And then control device to shut the comm link off now.
Do we want to just shut it up, or should I just brick it?
Just anything to make that conversation stop.
All right, quickest one is just
Shut down.
Oh, wait, what's the? Isn't there one that I can have it reboot or? I don't know.
It'd be control device, because you would go control device, and then you would force the reboot through the control device action.
Okay. There's a reboot device. The target device
Okay.
shuts down immediately and reboots, then comes back online at the following at the end of the combat round.
Okay, so you can do that. Does it require a dice roll, or you just do it?
I can only do it. It's yep. So willpower plus firewall or firewall times 2.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. 2, 6.
Comlink shuts down.
Alrighty. And then after that comlink is shut down, I am going to just use some resonance spikes to just brick it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that resonance spike.
Yeah, willpower plus firewall for you. I'm not gonna fade resist. Three. I'm gonna use my edge to re-roll one of these. Nope. I got 3.
3. That is 2 net hits.
Alright, so it takes 2 points of matrix damage.
I believe, does it have a base value? I thought it had like a base of like half resonance or something like that. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, the matrix condition monitor.
Okay. Easily enough. It's not even really able to resist it because it's shut down.
Okay.
So it would just happily take the damage. But it's currently down. At this point, you do see Karma, you do see Konami and Mason run out of the building and hop in or get into the vehicle.
We loaded up.
Yep, you guys are all loaded up. He's looking through the crates in the back.
Did you find any tracking devices, RFID chips, anything?
I don't know what any of that is, but I got a bunch of magical stuff in here.
Got it. Okay. I will take a look for any
Yeah,
RFID
go ahead and
chips.
roll a perception check. I don't know what that is, man.
I am also going to erase my signature. I'm
Ooh.
guessing I left one.
Yeah, absolutely. With the resonance spike, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely left one.
Absolutely.
I need to roll like this every night. I got a 4 out of 9.
You do see there is a RFID chip on every single box for tracking purposes.
Will rip that shit out of there and throw it into the back of the truck. In the back of the delivery truck. Just rip, throw it.
It'd be real funny if I put in some illusion crates back there.
I mean,
Good.
would they stay, or is that a sustained spell?
It's sustained. I don't know if there are any rules on distance on that.
I think it's line of sight.
Sure, hang out in the truck if you want.
Yeah.
I'll say
Yeah, I
hold
guess
the spell, guys. Don't worry.
I'll just start clearing out your barn room if you won't need that anymore.
Real talk.
I got 4 to erase that matrix signature.
Okay, cool.
Got plenty of reagents now.
And you guys are able to all get in and drive off. You guys don't hear any more shotgun blasts or anything like that coming from the 3rd floor.
No explosions? I thought for sure that motherfucker was planting a bomb.
I'm gonna erase any astral signature I might have left behind.
Okay.
I don't really know if I would have. I didn't cast any spells.
I think
But-
just being there
So sensing might have left one.
Yeah, I think a
being
sensing-
dual natured.
Yeah, yep, you would definitely would have left one with his sensings. A few minutes go by, like you're probably still down the road or a couple blocks over, and you hear a loud explosion go off.
There it is.
As
I figured that.
you guys see the block that the Universal Brotherhood was on, probably 2 blocks where you guys are at, is completely just leveled. The van goes flying up and rolls a couple times from the blast.
Oh!
Arvin?
Yep.
I hop out of hot sim.
I need everyone to resist 6 stun with just your body, please.
Oh, that's Arvin.
Too late to increase body.
Yes, it's too late to increase your body.
All right.
Just
Okay.
my body? I don't get to add nothing to that?
No. Sorry, fam. Welcome to 6th edition.
I resisted
hey.
0.
I
Okay.
resisted 1.
Fucking way.
You take 5?
Dude, I can't fail today, bro. 2 out of 4.
Alright, well, you take 3.
Yeah, I got 1.
Matt, you take 4. And Karma, you take 5 stun damage.
How do I know how much stun I could take?
8
Willpower
plus
divided by
division. Yeah, willpower divided by 2 plus 8. So whatever your willpower divided by 2, rounded up, plus 8.
Oh, willpower. Divided by 2 plus 8?
Yep.
So 9.
What's your willpower?
2?
Yes. So yes, 9. You go ahead. You guys take that stun damage. As
Good.
the whole total of a 3 block radius is just leveled. No buildings or anything are still there.
I went to everyone, make sure, is everyone okay? I took a hit on my noggin.
Ouch.
They they saw my face before leaving, but they're dead, so they're not going to be telling anybody. And hopefully, you shut down that call soon enough before they can identify us over the phone. So we should be good.
What's everyone's knowledge skill? Let's go ahead around the room. Mason,
Espionage techniques.
is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Karma.
You say knowledge?
Yeah.
Magical societies, spirit types, toxins, and drugs.
Okay. And Frost.
Virtual nightclubs, law enforcement corps, corporate personalities, security systems, and area gangs.
Konami.
Roll a history check for your corporate military knowledge.
I guess technically I should have that too.
But do you, though, is the question.
I didn't take it, but RP-wise I should.
Well, there's...
You fell asleep in that class.
Right, there's a karma, you can get that.
So what is a
memory?
history check?
Sorry, I'm memory. I'm
memory,
saying
okay.
history, but it's a memory check.
Okay, memory check.
I play D&D. I'm a nerd. I'm sorry.
Right? It's like, I know that's based off intelligence, but...
I kept saying willpower saving throw. I was like, wait, that's not even the right game, bro.
Right. 1, 2. That is it. Just the 2.
How old is your character?
29-ish? I don't know. He did not live through the first thing.
Through your extensive knowledge of the Matrix and amount of time you spent there,
Most of my time spent there.
that explosion looks a lot like the explosions that were set off in Chicago to deal with bug spirits.
Bug spears. Alright. Yeah.
Donnie, now I'm thinking about it, you recognize one of the astral signatures that was up there.
Who was it?
It was the guy you sold drugs to in episode 1.
The fixer dude? Or he wasn't the contact?
Yeah, it was the Johnson, quote unquote Johnson, that you guys
Okay.
gave the codes to.
Well, you lost the customer forever.
Oh man,
Someone else will always take his place.
that was a cool bro.
Well, he's a dead bro, so it didn't exactly leave him any space to escape.
You did see quite a bit of in the explosion. You saw sort of like as you were rolling around in the van, some spirits that were more or less evaporated from the building.
Like their services were
More like they were
Released.
forcibly removed from this realm. Go ahead and roll. You have spirit types for a knowledge
do.
show? Go ahead and roll history. History. Hello. How about a memory? I'll get it right eventually, guys. Memory. And you get a point of edge for having this skill.
the point of edge I have to use now.
No, you can hold on to it.
You know, sometimes it's like
Yeah.
must use it. I got 3 hits.
There were 2 blood spirits that were evaporated out, but you count roughly about 30 bug spirits that were also pushed out.
Insects or anthropods.
Insects.
Just kidding.
Well, it actually, as insect spirits, there are 3 different types, depending on what kind of stuff you wanted to do. So there's like man or
Shit
anything like
up.
that.
Extra fuck your shit up and triple fuck your shit up.
Exactly. Yeah, you guys were able to escape from the blast.
Holy shit.
The truck is currently on its side.
Our truck?
Yeah, your truck. You guys
Yeah.
got pushed by the blast. It rolled over and it's on its side.
Oh shit! My ass.
Okay. How's the cargo looking?
Most of the boxes are still intact. They have some cracks in them and stuff like that, but nothing too damaged, it seems.
I think I busted my ass.
I'm gonna pick up Konami and drag him outside. Have him help me pick this van up.
I'm
Go
gonna,
ahead and roll body plus strength for me.
Yeah.
Probably have my spirit help you with that.
I'm just gonna get out and watch.
Well, if we can't do it, like obviously something with spirit, but I don't. You just took some stun. I don't want you to have to worry about that if you don't have to.
I'm gonna heal myself.
I just got 2 successes.
He as well.
Konami,
got
I think,
2.
is pretty strong.
Yeah. Actually, no, you're right. Yeah, yes. That was strong. I was looking at the wrong character sheet.
As they're pushing this, I'll lean over to Carmen and be like, "So, do you think Hardwire's gonna be mad that we kind of like fucked up his van?"
As you sort of,
This van is his
both of
life.
you is just sort of lifted up. You guys can definitely see there's like both sides and the top of it are just scraped the hell. But you guys are able to get it back on all 4 wheels.
Hop back in and drive back to my place. Frost, I got a nice futon fold-out couch for you to sleep on for tonight. That way
Sweet. Better than the pull-out mattress I've been sleeping on at the nightclub.
Okay.
Oh, gotcha. It takes about an hour and a half to get from where you are to the Barrens. But you guys are able to get there and rest, and that's where we'll call this session.
Okie dokie then.
Each of you guys will go ahead and get 2 karma.
2, count them 2.
I don't get any extra karma for killing some blood mages.
No, no, you don't.
I feel like killing blood mages is the only positive murder that gets you karma.
It should be.
All other karma, all other murder is just like, no karma, but you can get money. But blood spirits, blood mages, it's like, no, you get karma.
They were already dead.
Okay.
I'm just go ahead and pulling up the small changes that you guys will get. Possibly, I need to roll 2d6.
You're gonna have to remind me what those foci were.
Katana, Force 2, Fire Spirit, Force 4, and then I don't know what the other one was.
Enchanting Force 3.
Yeah.
Alright, we're done.
Your guys' heat did not increase, and neither did your reputation. Your reputation went down by 1, actually. So go ahead and make those changes.
So -1?
Yep. It can go down negative.
Alright, I'll take it.
Yeah, so that's it for tonight, guys. We'll come here next week and have hopefully all the peoples here ready to play some shadow runs. If you guys are new here, feel free to hit that follow button. Follow goes a long way. If you're not a subscriber, feel free, if you have the opportunity to, go ahead and subscribe. It's $4.99. Or if you have Twitch Prime, or Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime. And we also have some sweet merch down below. I'm working with my artist, who's also been working on a new overlay, as well as a lot of really cool stuff that we're working on, some character art, a really cool intro. So hopefully we get some sweet stuff coming up. But other than that, I'll see you guys next week. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.